And howdy do, hey there! I have got a Schlafly Pale Ale, brewed and bottled by the St. Louis Brewery, St. Louis, Missouri. How about that? So I'm gonna pop and pour, then I'll read a little bit from their website. I'm gonna use my little saddlebox sampler glass here. It pours very nice, as you can see. Let me read a little bit about this from their website. Appearance amber red, bright. The process is classic English. The hops are East Kent Goldings, Northdown, and Pilgrim. The grains are pale and caramel. The yeast is London Ale. I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm going to take a drink here. Very nice aroma. Very nutty, actually. Yum. Our flagship pale ale is smooth and balanced, copper-colored session brew with mildly spiced flavor and aroma from the East Kent Goldings hops. Yeah, they're right about that. The bready, lightly caramel malt complements the hint of fruitiness contributed by the London ale yeast, making it satisfying and authentic. The perfect flagship beer for Schlafly. Oh, nice. Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, due to American craft beers being the way they are, everything being getting so big, and I gotta admit I'm a fan. I keep buying the bigger and bolder beers. Sometimes early craft beers like this one tend to get overlooked, and I've even had some of my British beer drinking friends mention, why don't Americans make more session-esque ales? Well, I think it's largely because beers like this, it was 4%, 4.4%, 25 IBUs, tend to get overlooked for bigger pale ales. And it almost seems to me like Schlafly is kind of like they're kind of like the Rodney Dangerfield of craft breweries. I mean, they can't get any respect. Everything they do is solid. There's not a clinker in the bunch, but they still don't get the notoriety that some of the other darling craft breweries get. And I kind of wonder why. I mean, their regular line is very solid. Their seasonals are great. I mean, anybody that's had their pumpkin ale knows it's wonderful. The Christmas ale is great every year. They do a dry stout that's just amazing. So why aren't they talked about like some of the other big breweries, the other favorite craft breweries? I don't know. I really don't. It baffles me. I mean, I think their bourbon barrel stout is as good as anybody's. They do a fantastic barley wine every year, but yet they do tend to get overlooked. And I bought this mix pack that came with four of three different flavors: the pale ale, their APA, which is fantastic as well, and their oatmeal stout. And it was only $13. So I want you to think about that for a second. It was basically getting it basically breaks down to $6.50 a six pack. Now I look at other mix packs in the stores and I see that many are going for $20. And you wonder why they can sell this one for 13 and the others are run for 20. This is every bit as quality as that $20 mix pack, but yet they don't have that. For some reason they don't have that beer snob fanfare behind them. To give them more notoriety, and it really baffles me. But again, most beer snobs will continue to pay high prices for beers they think are, popular or cool at the moment. And I'm going to be criticized for saying what I'm about to say, but beer snobs tend to be like lemmings. They go this way, this. We like to think we're above the trends, but they're not. I mean, craft beer snobs are absolutely the worst for trends. They will follow them all over the place. Whatever brewery is being talked about, oh yeah, that's the one I gotta buy. And sometimes solid breweries like this that have been good year after year tend to get overlooked. If you're looking for a nice session pale, if you're looking for something that's meant to be close to a traditional English pale ale, this is the one you really need to seek out. All Schlafly beers are good, and they're all very reasonable as well. So go get one, the Beer Whisperer said.